Hey everybody, this is GGB. We're going to be getting into our last video of week 1, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that Florida State LSU game. It was an absolute banger of a game. Also a banger of a video if you want to go check it out. But I was right on that one. It feels good to be right. I wasn't right a lot this week, so it feels good to be smart and pick Florida State there. They almost blew it near the end there, but woo! Trying to give me a heart attack near the end of that game. But at 8 o'clock, we had number 4, Clemson, which went 10-3 last year, traveling to Georgia Tech, which went 3-9 last year. Clemson favored by 23 points on ESPN. Everyone knows who's going to win this game. We're talking about like one of the best teams in all of college football, playing a team that just like no one even cares about. Like, let's be honest here. Who gives a crap about Clemson? Everyone knows Georgia Tech's the best team in all of college football. The Yellow Jackets are they're pinnacle. They're top tier college football talent. Literally not a team better in the entire NCAA. It's hard to name a team that's better than Georgia Tech. Everyone knows that when they lose, it's a strategic loss. It's to make other teams think that they're bad, so that they can easily beat them in the future. That is why Georgia Tech lost to Clemson last year. It's to get them. They went 3-9 last year because of strategy. Okay, they went strategic. And they lost on purpose. You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart like the Yellow Jackets. DJU last year for the Clemson QB went 208 to 374, threw for 2,246 yards, 9 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Will Shipley had 149 carries for 739 yards and 11 touchdowns. Joseph Ngata had 23 catches for 438 yards and a touchdown. But who the heck cares about that? Let's talk about some Georgia Tech players. Let's go. The Yellow Jackets, the greatest quarterback in all of quarterback history. Jeff Sims went 113 to 188 last year. Threw for 1,468 yards. It should have been more, but he threw for less yards on purpose so that people would think he's a worse quarterback than he is. He threw 12 touchdowns. He would have thrown for more, but he decided to take it easy on his opponents. He threw 7 interceptions because he wanted to give them an easy victory. He had a 60.1% completion percentage. That could have been 100%, but he didn't want to make it look too easy. He didn't want to make college football look super easy. Otherwise, no one would watch it. Dante Smith on the ground had 68 carries for 378 yards and 4 touchdowns. Again, he could have had more, but he decided not to try and help out the ACC. He tried to be a nice dude, and he decided to be a little bit worse just for the sake of the rest of all of college football, and we do appreciate him for that. Malachi Carter had 37 catches for 489 yards and 2 touchdowns. Again, if he wanted to, he could have just dominated and had 5,000 yards receiving and 70 touchdowns, but he was nice and he decided to let the rest of the ACC actually have a chance. Georgia Tech's 50-34 against Clemson all time. They could be 84-0 against them all time, but they decided to let Clemson have their own time in the spotlight, and you have to admire the Georgia Tech program for that. They're being such a nice program, letting other programs shine at certain points instead of just dominating all of college football, which we know that they're possible of doing at any time. Our last 7 games have gone to Clemson, so Georgia Tech has been rather nice in letting them have a 7-game winning streak against them. They even were so nice that they keep losing despite people calling them bad when they could easily prove everyone wrong and win at any given time. This is going to be a tough one, mainly because it's going to be pretty obvious that Georgia Tech's the better football team. So even Vegas thinks that Georgia Tech's not a good football team, which just shows their humbleness. If they lose this game, it's obviously on purpose to let Clemson get an easy victory and to play 4D chess and make other teams think they're bad. So obviously, whatever happens here for Georgia Tech, win or lose, it's a victory for Georgia Tech regardless. And if they lose, they're obviously just being nice to Clemson. Everyone knows this. So yeah, I think this is a tough one to call because it's going to be like Georgia Tech could easily dominate this game if they wanted to, but they might be nice and they might let Clemson win this one. So it really is depending on how Georgia Tech feels on the given day. We'll see. I think Georgia Tech's nice, and I think they give Clemson this victory. But I think Georgia Tech does make it close, just to give Clemson that extra bit of hype. Let them feel a little bit better about themselves.